Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, my constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. And I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I am free. Oh, I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. Oh, I sing because I'm happy. Oh, yes, I sing because I am free. Oh, I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches. I know He watches. I know that He watches. I know that He sees. I know I am never alone. He sees you. He's for you. You're never abandoned. You're never forsaken. He sees you, and I know He watches me. How cool is this, babe?
Very cool.
For the last 10 weeks, we've brought you into our living room. And what started as a song a day that we thought would maybe last for like a week or two turned into 50 songs and over 30 million views, which I think when I even say that out loud, both of us are absolutely blown away. And honestly, your comments have meant so much to us, and it's made us feel like we're family now. But we thought maybe we could change up the scenery a little bit for you. And we thought it would be special to bring you into Nashville's most iconic auditorium, the most famous music venue in Nashville. You know, the Ryman Auditorium was actually built in 1892, and it was known as the Union Gospel Tabernacle. The reason that it was actually built was that it was going to be a place to hold revivals. I think that actually makes it even a little bit more special for us tonight, because over the past 10 weeks, our prayer is that we would bring a revival of hope into your homes, a revival of faith into your hearts. And tonight, we are praying and believing that we will bring a revival of freedom. An issue that was actually already an epidemic before this quarantine, exploitation, has risen to an all-time high during this lockdown, as well as abuse and domestic violence. Throughout tonight, you will have the opportunity to donate to the incredible work of Hope for Justice, an organization that just last year alone helped over 75,000 children who were trapped in human trafficking and exploitation find freedom and hope. So as we bring this night of music to you at no cost, would you consider donating even maybe just what you would have paid for a ticket to a concert? Maybe all you can give is $5. Maybe it's $50. Maybe it's $500. Honestly, this is not about the amount. It's actually about the act of generosity. And we want to invite you tonight to be generous in this season. And we both thank you from the bottom of our hearts in advance for what you will give to this most important work. You know, over the past 10 weeks, I think one of my very favorite things that has happened is that my husband of 21 years, now you all know that he is the piano player you never knew you needed in your lives. Honestly, Bernie, you are my favorite piano player on the planet, but truly, the last few decades, you've become known as songwriter extraordinaire and producer, and you just don't play the piano as much as you used to, right?
I sit in the studio all the time and do all the things except for play piano.
I know, you probably actually played the piano more in the last 10 weeks than you have in the last 5 years. That's probably not an exaggeration, actually. But for me, one of my favorite things is that I've been able to sing all different styles of music that I love. And maybe you know me from my music on the radio, and maybe you didn't know that my first love is gospel music. My favorite singer growing up, Mahalia Jackson, Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, Richard Smallwood, and the Clark sisters. And so it's been fun to kind of bring a little bit of my gospel love to all of you. And honestly, no matter what the style of music that it has been, our prayer is that you would know that there's only one place to go. There's only one place that you can run. So where do I go when there's nobody else to turn to? Who do I talk to when nobody wants to listen? Who do I lean on? Oh. When there's no foundation stable, I know that He's able. I know that He's able. And I go to the rock. All right, I go to the rock of my salvation. I go to the stone that the builders rejected. I run to the mountain, and the mountain stands by me. When the earth all around me is sinking sand, on Christ the solid rock I stand. When I need a shelter, when I need a friend, inside my mind, yes. I try to keep you safely in between the lines, yes. I try to put you in the box that I've designed. I try to pull you down so we are eye to eye. When did I forget you've always been the king of the world? I try to take life back right out of the hands of the king of the world. How could I make you so small when you're the one who holds it all? When did I forget you've always been the king of the world? Just a whisper of your voice can tame the seas, yes. So who am I to try to take the lead? Still I run ahead and I think that I'm strong enough, oh, when you're the one who made me from the dust. When did I forget you've always been the king of the world? I try to take life back right out of the hands of the king of the world. How could I make you so small when you're the one who holds it all? When did I forget you've always been the king of the world? Oh, you've set it all in motion. Every single moment you brought it all to be, and you're holding on to me. Ooh, when did I forget you've always been the king of the world? I try to take life back right out of the hands of the king of the world. How could I make you so small when you're the one who holds it all? When did I forget you've always been the king of the world? You will always be the king of the world. You're the king, yes, my prince of peace. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, to take him at his word, just to rest in his sweet promise, to be still and know that he is in control. You're the king of the world. You're in control. It's a little different having you to my side, babe.
We're a little further
I've
apart
gotten
than we
so
were.
used to being right next to you, being all up in your space where you're like, keep elbowing me as you're playing.
I like that.
Something else I've really loved during this season is actually singing other people's songs. I don't actually do a whole lot of covers in my regular shows, and I think I'm going to start doing that more because there's so many wonderful songs, and it's been fun for us to actually take what might be a completely different version of it and figure out a way to make it work for piano vocal. It's actually been just really wonderful. And that's actually when you know it's a really good song, is when you take all of the production away and all of the like clever sounds and things that they put in it, and it's just piano and a voice, and it still speaks as a song. That's when you know that it's a good song. And that's exactly what this one is. I love these guys. I love their artistry. But this song in particular has just been really special to our whole family. Our girls love it. They dance to it. And I love this song. And it's been really fun to kind of put our own take on it. So, hey, for King and Country, we sure do love your music. And this is their song called Joy. Lately I've been reading, watching the nightly news. Don't seem to find the rhythm, just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So somebody please pass the megaphone. I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose joy. Let it move you. Oh, let it move you. When I was young, my eyes were full of life. But now that I am older, I live at the speed of light. Feels like the cycle never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So somebody please pass the megaphone. I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose joy. Let it move you. Let it move you. Down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I need the joy, 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 down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. And I choose joy, let it move you. Oh, let it move you. Oh, let it move you. And I choose joy, let it move you. Oh, let it move you. Oh, let it move you. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of night, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose joy. Joy, 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 down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I got the joy, 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 down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, and we're gonna walk it out. Move mountains, we're gonna walk it out. Move and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the dead, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again, and I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, we'll take it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, rise like the dead, I'll rise up, rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. Oh, yeah. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise. We're gonna rise. You can't keep us down. You can't keep us down. I'll rise, rise like the day. I'll rise up. Gonna rise and afraid I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up, rise like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we're gonna rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again for you, for you, for you, oh, for you, for you, oh, for you. You know what I wish is that I could reach into every dark place, to every victim of human trafficking and say, you know what, you're gonna rise up. Don't give up. This is not the end of your story. And though I can't reach directly into those dark places, I am reaching right now directly into your home, prayerfully into your heart, to say, would you partner with us to be able to reach into those dark places and remind those victims that this is not the end of their story, that their chains will be broken, that they'll be able to rise up from these circumstances, that they have a future and a hope. Tonight, what you give is going towards Hope for Justice's Lighthouse program. They actually have 11 lighthouses across the globe that house roughly 2,000 children each year, rescued from trafficking, brothels, forced child marriages, and additional vulnerable and exploitive situations. Lighthouses provide housing, they provide trauma-informed care and counseling, good food, 3 meals a day, medical care, education, assistance to give evidence against their abusers to the police and in court. This is so important so that justice can be done. When it is safe to do so, we take children actually back into their families. Last year, over 1,000 children were reunited with their families. I actually want to tell you a story of something that the Lighthouse actually did in a life, and I'm going to edit this story because honestly, it's so heartbreaking and so horrific that I know that there's all ages that are tuning in tonight. But just a few months ago, a 3-month-old baby named Adia was rescued, along with her 14-year-old mom, both of whom had been trafficked and exploited. They needed serious medical care, reconstructive surgeries, of course, trauma counseling, and just a safe place. And because of the generous donors who keep the Lighthouse program running, not only was that 14-year-old mom and her 3-month-old baby named Adia rescued, they've now been taken into a lighthouse. They've been given the medical care that they need. They've been given the counseling that they need. They've been provided with a place of shelter. Not only that, just a place of safe arms, healthy relationships, people that can help to put those broken pieces back together and show them that there is a future. That safety for Adia and her mama would not have been possible if that Lighthouse program wasn't open. So tonight, we want to ask you to actually help us. Help those programs reach more innocent victims. I want to tell you about the giving levels, okay? So $5 is doubled tonight to $10. That provides a child who has been trafficked good quality meals for 2 days at a lighthouse. Then $25 is going to be doubled to $50, which gives medical care and medicine for 5 children at one of the lighthouses. Of course, then $50 will be doubled to $100. That will allow emergency shelter and care for 6 weeks at a lighthouse. $500 will tonight be doubled to $1,000, which provides everything a victim of human trafficking needs to go through the Lighthouse program in its entirety. It's being doubled tonight because a generous donor has agreed to match every donation that is given up to $190,000. So again, thank you so much for what you will do to continue to bring this message and revival of freedom. 2 months is too little. They let him go. They had no sudden healing. To think that Providence would take a child from his mother while she prays is appalling. Who told us we'd be rescued? What has changed, and why should we be saved from nightmares. We're asking why this happens to us who have died to live. It's unfair, but this is what it means to be held, how it feels when the sacred is torn from your life and you survive. This is what it is to be loved, to know the promise was when everything fell, we will be held. If hope is born of our suffering, if this is only the beginning, can we not wait for 1 hour watching for our Savior? This is what it means to be held, how it feels when the sacred is torn from your life and you survive. This is what it is to be loved, to know the promise was when everything fell, we will be held. This is what it means to be held. It's like the sun is shining when the rain is pouring down. It's like my soul is flying though my feet are on the ground. So take this heart of mine, there's no doubt I'm in better hands now. I am strong, all because of you. I stand in awe of you, Jesus, of every mountain that you move. I am changed. Yesterday is gone. I am safe from this moment on. Oh, and there's no fear when the night comes around. 'Cause I'm in better hands now. It's like the sun is shining when the rain is pouring down. It's like my soul is flying though my feet are on the ground. So take this heart of mine, there's no doubt I'm in better hands now. Ooh, yeah. It's like the sun is shining when the rain is pouring down. It's like my soul is flying, but my feet, they're on the ground. It's like the world is silent, though I know it isn't true. It's like the breath of Jesus is right here in this room. So take this heart of mine, there's no doubt I'm in better hands now. I'm in Let every lie be silenced and all depression cease. Let every dark assignment bow down at Jesus' feet. Let every curse be broken. Let every storm be tamed. And all that come against us be bound in Jesus' name. Your presence is my greatest weapon, pushing back the darkness, breaking every chain. My worship opens up the heavens, crushing every stronghold when I speak your name. Your presence is my weapon. Your presence is my weapon. Oh yeah. Your strength will not be shaken. Your love will not back down. Death has been defeated. Oh, what can stop me now? I hold on to what you've spoken, and you said that I am free. You've given me your promise, and you are my victory. Yeah. Your presence is my greatest weapon, pushing back the darkness, breaking every chain. My worship opens up the heavens, crushing every stronghold when I speak your name. Your presence is my weapon. Your presence is my weapon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Your word and a melody are making a way for me. You defeat the enemy, yes. This prison is shaken now, and these walls are coming down. Your presence makes me free. Oh, I am free. Hallelujah. I am free. Oh, yeah. Your presence is my greatest weapon, pushing back the darkness. You break every chain. My worship opens up the heavens, crushing every stronghold when I speak your name. Your presence is my weapon. Your presence is, you are all I need. Your presence is, you are my weapon. I know that I speak for Bernie when I say that both of us, our prayer is that over the last several weeks, that's been a reminder for you that the presence of God actually is our greatest weapon we have to fight everything that we face. That his presence is available to every single one of us. You don't have to be inside of a church building to experience God. That right where you are, in the middle of your own lockdown, I pray that you've been reminded that he never leaves you, that he never forsakes you, that he's made himself known to us as something that I will never get over, that the King of the world, he calls us friend. He knows us by name. The psalmist says, "Who am I that you are mindful of me, yet you made us a little lower than the angels and crowned us with glory and honor. He is not a stranger to us, and in turn, we are not a stranger to him. I want to sing a brand new song for you. It's actually the title cut off of my upcoming record. Wish I could give you a release date. I don't exactly know. Sometime soon. You are no stranger to the scar, so you can have my wounded heart. You weren't protected from the pain, so you can hold me when I break. You seek me out and find me here with love that knows the taste of tears. So I will trust in who you are, for you're no stranger, no stranger to the scar. You are no stranger to the storm. You have calmed these winds before. Your voice still whispers, peace be still, and the waves still do your will. So I won't fear the rising tide. The tempest roars and you arrive. So I'll walk on these angry seas, for you're no stranger, no stranger, Lord, to me. No stranger, Lord, to me. To me, hallelujah, what a Savior. Hallelujah, you are no stranger to me. Hallelujah, what a Father. Hallelujah, you are no stranger to me. You are no stranger to me. You are no stranger to the grave. You laid still beneath its weight, but you have conquered death's domain, and you've rescued me from shame. Here I am, a soul you saved, redemption mine and mine always. I am yours for all eternity, for I know Okay, so now I want to do a song back from 2008. It's not mine, but it is probably my favorite song you've ever written, with Mark Hall, who's one of the great songwriters of our time, actually.
Absolutely.
And I think this might be my favorite one you've ever written. And I don't know if I've ever said thank you, but thank you for writing this song. I was sure by now, God, you would have reached down and wiped our tears away, stepped in and saved the day. But once again, I say amen, and it's still raining. And as the thunder rolls, I barely hear you whisper through the rain, I'm with you. And as your mercy falls, I raise my hands and praise the God who gives and takes away. And I'll praise you in this storm, and I will lift my hands, 'cause you are who you are, no matter where I am. And every tear I've cried, you hold in your hand. You've never left my side, and though my heart is torn, I will praise you in this storm. I remember when I stumbled in the wind. You heard my cry to you raised me up again. My strength is almost gone. How can I carry on if I can't find you? And as the thunder rolls, I barely hear you whisper through the rain, I'm with you. And as your mercy falls, I raise my hands and praise the God who gives and takes away. And I'll praise you in this storm, and I will lift my hands, 'cause you are who you are, no matter where I am. And every tear I've cried, you hold in your hands. You've never left my side, and though my heart is torn, I will praise you in this storm, yes. And though my heart is torn, I will praise you in this storm. I lift my eyes into the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. I lift my eyes into the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. You are my help. And I'll praise you in this storm, and I will lift my hands, 'cause you are who you are, no matter where I am. And every tear I've cried, you hold in your hands. You've never left my side, though my heart is torn. I will praise you in this storm. storm. I will praise you in this storm. Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God, his Son, not sparing, sent him to die, I scarce can take it in. That on the cross my burden gladly bearing, he bled and he died. He did it to take away my sins. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. Oh yeah, how great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shouts of acclamation and take me home, what joy will fill my heart. But then I'm gonna bow, I will bow before you in humble adoration. And there I'm gonna proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. Yes, how great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Oh yeah, how great you are, how great thou Well, I have to say, this has honestly been so special for us tonight, right?
Incredible.
I think it's a night that we will never forget, and I pray that it's also been just a really special night for you, wherever this finds you. And to close out our time together, I'm really excited because I have a surprise for you, and I'd like to welcome my friend, Danny Gokey. I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved.
La luce che tu dai
I pray we'll find your
nel
light
cuore
and
resterà
hold it in our heart.
a ricordarci che
Stars go out each night.
l'eterna stella sei nella mia preghiera.
Let this be our prayer.
Quanta fede c'è
When shadows fill our days,
lead us to a place,
guide us with your grace,
give us faith so we'll be saved. A world where pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we are all God's children, reaching out to touch you, reaching to the sky. We ask that life be kind.
we ask that life be kind
And watch us from above.
and watch us from above.
We hope each soul will find.
We hope each soul will find
Another soul to love. Let this be our prayer.
Let this be our prayer.
Just like every child.
Just like every child
needs to find a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll